So I'm going to talk to you today about Lady in the Water. But much like Bryce Dallas Howard, I decided to whisper everything because it's not like you guys came to hear my review or anything or to know what the hell I'm saying. So, you know, I'll just whisper everything I say, right? Because that's not annoying as hell. Thanks, Bryce Dallas Howard. Lady in the Water is written and directed by M. Night Shaymalan, and it stars Bryce Dallas Howard and Paul Giamatti, and is a very weird movie that's apparently inspired by a fairy tale he used to tell his daughters. Everyone has that first film in Shyamalan's filmography where they realize, oh, he's slipping into crap now. You know, some people it's Signs, some people it's The Village, some people they made it through to The Happening. But for me, it's Lady in the Water. So, as best I can understand the plot from the movie/Wikipedia article the movie forced me to read, thanks, the plot seems to be that a handyman in an apartment building, played by Paul Giamatti, finds this girl named Story from this other world called the Blue World, played by Bryce Dallas Howard, and she says that she has come to our world to find a writer of this book which will better humanity and perfect humanity. Can you take you guys who's playing that writer? Bet you can. It's M. Night Shaymalan! What a shock! So, what I got is he's going through the apartment asking everyone if they're writing a novel. He finally finds M. Night Shaymalan and who he convinces to continue writing this novel because he's not sure if he wants to or whatever. Meanwhile, Silverfang from Yu-Gi-Oh! Is hiding out in the grass. Apparently it's this wolf-like creature that can lay really low to the ground. They have a silly name for it. I'm not going to bother looking up all these names. They're silly. And they're after Bryce Dallas Howard trying to stop her. Also, the Planet of the Apes is happening in the woods. There's giant monkeys after her, I think. Or they're fighting the wolves or something. Or they're fighting someone. Maybe they're fighting Yoda. I can't tell, honestly. Apparently she needs to get him to write the book. And also do all this by a certain time and be in a certain place so that a giant eagle that looks like one of the eagles from Lord of the Rings can pick her off and fly her off to the Blue World or Mordor or Isengard or somewhere. Now, first off, let's get some compliments for this movie because there are some good things here. The cinematography is beautiful. Whoever did the cinematography did an excellent job. I love the use of blue for the colorization. It was perfect for this movie. Just excellent choices in how they shot the movie. It looked really nice. Also, Paul Giamatti, like in everything, he's a great actor. He's amazing. If you see any of his movies, he's such a solid actor, and he does his best here. He is really good here. It's just that other things around him aren't so really good, but we'll get to that in a sec. One more thing I gotta mention, because I forgot to mention in my last review for The Village, and I'm so mad that I did this. James Newton Howard's score in this movie is really good. The Village is better, by the way, I'll just say that right now, but this score is really good. James Newton Howard is an excellent composer all around, so he brings another great composition to this movie. Now, you've probably gathered already, I didn't really like this movie though. And that's because there are major problems with this movie, but the biggest, huge, gigantic sin of this movie is the fact that the movie is 85%, and I might be being generous there, exposition. I'm not kidding. This is worse than Jupiter Ascending with their exposition. This movie's just packed full of exposition that's impossible to follow because there's just way too much. It's like, wait, so there's wolves, there's a bird, there's a blue world, there's a green world, there's blah, 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 stuff. What's going on? I was confused. The fact that I have to go to Wikipedia is not a good thing. Now, there are some movies that are like complicated plots and you really have to think about it, and those are fine. So, I understand going to Wikipedia for that, but if I can't even follow any of your logic at all, that's not usually good, okay? And the worst part about that is not even that there's exposition up the wazoo. It's the fact that you can barely hear 3/4 of the exposition. Bryce Dallas Howard, she plays our into the Blue World. She's the weird nymph or something, a fairy. I'll just call her a fairy. She's our into this world. but she whispers every bit of dialogue as if she's in a library or something and can't talk very loud. What are you at church? Freaking talk so we can hear you. And in fact, she doesn't even talk this loud. I'm just trying to make sure you can hear me. In reality, she's more like this. Can you hear me? I don't think so. It's annoying! I mean, okay, it's one thing to have your movie filled with exposition, Shaymalan, but when your movie is whispered every little line so no one can hear anything, it's Also, the fact that you don't get to know any of these characters outside of the exposition they're spewing, which isn't that interesting. That's not character development, okay, guys? Saying a lot of stuff that you know stuff about what's going on, it's not character development. So you know what? I didn't care. I'm like, where did she come from? I know it's the blue world, but what is the blue world? What do you do there? How do you live there? What is the blue world? Is the blue world the ocean? Is it Neptune's anus? I don't know. And also, Shaymalan, really? You're playing the writer who will save humanity through his book? Look, I understand that Shaymalan wanted to put himself in this movie because of the connection he had with the fact that this is based on something he used to tell his daughters before they went to bed. I understand that. But there's just certain things that are inside jokes or inside things amongst people who are familiar with each other that the rest of the world will not get into or understand. It'd be like making a full-length movie on your son's 3rd birthday on the big screen. I'm sorry, but no one outside of that inner circle of reference that you guys would understand are gonna get that. So don't put it in a movie. And it just looks so pretentious, the fact that he's the one that will save everyone. Shaymalan, which is brilliant writing, will save the whole human race. Oh, Shaymalan. I mean, another thing about this is the CGI is not terrible. The monsters do look kind of cool. I mean, Bolto or Cujo or whatever the dogs are called, they look kind of cool. And the Planet of the Apes, yeah, they're alright. Donkey Kong and his ape friends or whatever. Actually, if it was Donkey Kong and Bolto, this would be an awesome movie. Nothing makes sense. The biggest crime is if your story doesn't make sense because, God forbid, you make it make sense at all to people. That is horrible, horrible writing. The directing is not great either in this. Shaymalan is a good director. I've seen it done, but here, he didn't pull it off. Just didn't work out. This movie is painful to watch. I did not enjoy this movie at all. This is Shyamalan's downfall for me. We'll see if he continues that with The Visit. My review is coming soon. But for this movie, I will be giving this 1.5 out of 5 stars. Alright, that's my review of Lady in the Water. I'm not going to be reviewing The Happening, Last Airbender, or After Earth. Not because I don't want to. Well, Last Airbender, I really don't want to watch that. But just for time, I'm going to skip right to The Visit, so that'll be my next review. I will eventually review those other 3. But if you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. See ya!